Well, it was worth the slog. I pulled down onto this little beach. I'm calling it Secret Beach. Look, you know what track I was on, you know I took a turn off. It's not signed, you're gonna have to find it for yourself. This place is stunning. What's this? You are joking! Let's go. Welcome back, guys, to the Explore Life Lockdown Under series. If you've just joined us, we're currently down the south coast of WA exploring some of the most remote beaches that this coastline has to offer. If you haven't seen part one, make sure you jump over, check out part one before you watch this episode. It is going to be an absolute banger, and we may have just found the nicest beach in WA. So guys, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit that like button and please hit the subscribe button. So many of you guys are still not subscribed. We absolutely love making this content for you. This is going to be a hell of an adventure. Let's get into it. All right, just going to jump out, chuck a bit of air in the tires, and we'll be back on the road. Alright, well I just pulled into that Point Malcolm. It's actually a beautiful little campsite down the bottom there. There was a couple of crew camped in there already. Definitely recommend. There's only really sort of two little campsites here. So when there's people here, it's kind of booked out essentially, but it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna head back out. I just chatting to a couple of people who are local to Esperance, and they said this old telegraph track may be closed, but they're not really sure. They were thinking about doing it on the way back. So hopefully it's open, otherwise I've got to backtrack and do that same road I came in on. All right, well here it is, the telegraph line track. Doesn't seem to be any road closed signs. There's a few wheel tracks on here, so let's say we might be on here. All right, well I've worked out why they would obviously keep shutting this. If this was to get any rain on it, it would be a complete and utter shit show. Very cool track. It's one of the more remote tracks I've driven on this trip, to be honest, which is pretty cool. There's no overgrown trees to slow us down, so we're on. Heading along this main drag, and I've just seen a turn off. Absolutely nothing on HEMA, but I can't help myself. Have a go at this. I'm just driving along, so I'm sort of coming to the back of this dune type area. I've never seen anything like this before. Have a look. It's like sand, and there's mini sand castles. Look at that, all the way along this wall. Pretty interested to see what this coastline's going to be like. It sounds rough. This is actually a hell of a detour too. It's not just straight off the track. It's a serious detour. I've had to jump over to my sub tank. I really didn't calculate how much fuel or how many little side turns I was going to take, but we should be right. Silicon glass, a pain in the ass. I read it on a thread, but we should all get heads or something in love. You are joking! Well, it was worth the slog. I pulled down onto this little beach. I'm calling it Secret Beach. Look, you know what track I was on, you know I took a turn off. It's not signed, you're gonna have to find it for yourself. This place is stunning. I might just spend the afternoon having a bit of a look around here and then pull in just on the other side of the dunes where I came from and set up camp there. And I've got a bit of fish that I was gonna cook up tonight. Well, I finally stopped driving, couldn't help myself, I had to keep going to each little bay, but I finally pulled over and this is camp. This is home sweet home for the night. Nice little bay, absolutely no one around. Grab a can, I'll show you my little front yard. This is the little area here. I've got a little bit of protection from the wind just behind that sand dune. Got the rooftop facing the ocean. That's where the sun should rise in the morning. So I just set an alarm then. I'll wake up and try and catch the sunrise. But, oh, here we go. Check it out. That's the camp. And this is our little beach. Everything's sitting up a little bit high at the moment. Check this out, I'll show you what I do when I pull up to camp. Rock up. Come in here. Flick through till I find airbag suspension. So basically on here I can just adjust my airbags. I've got four-wheel drive pressure, van pressure, but I just wanted a camp pressure down to 1 psi. So what that should do now is just drop the, yeah, you can see it dumping down there. It'll drop all the pressure out of my airbags. And that way the back of this car will sit down a little bit nicer. That's the link system linked up with the airbags, just makes life bloody easy. And then when I full drive tomorrow, straight back to airbag man full drive, and then airbag man van when I'm towing the van. Look at that, drops everything down to a much nicer height. I've ran into a dilemma. I was going to cook up that black ass fish that I've had in the freezer. I just defrosted it. I don't want it to go to waste. I need to eat it today, but I just realized I've got no bloody oil. So I've found some coconut oil. Jess's coconut oil. I don't know if that's going to fry. I need a shallow fry. I'm going to give it a go just because I don't want to waste this fish. All right, let's try and fry up some fish in coconut oil. Good morning. What an absolutely beautiful little morning. I set the alarm nice and early. I woke up this morning and mate, this fog came through that was just so thick that I couldn't even see out of the rooftop tent. So I thought the sunrise was wrecked, went back to bed and got woken up to this blinding sun on the rooftop. Couldn't believe it. And here we are, absolutely stellar morning. The sun's up. There's only a couple of clouds in the sky, so I've just gone for a little morning walk around the headland. This is a nice little bay. I thought I seen a seal here yesterday. I was going to grab the snorkel and jump in if he was here. A little protected bay would have been perfect to have a swim with them, but doesn't look like they're here anymore. I think I'm going to head back now, get a little bit of breakfast on the go, pack up, and I think we've seen enough of this place, so I'm going to make the hard slog out of here, and we'll probably finish up the afternoon if I'm quick enough. I don't know if I will be actually. We're still a bloody long way away, but I want to get round to Lucky Bay and Devil's Beach, something like that. Devil's Beach, absolutely stunning. So I'm definitely no greenie, but this these plastic bottles are absolutely everywhere. Just plastic and fishing nets. One of the best things I ever did is I run 2 of these. They're so bloody simple, MSA bags. These ones unclip, which makes life so easy. So you can just take the bag, tip the whole thing in the bin. I'm a shocker for it. I used to use bloody hundreds of plastic bottles. We now went and got these for that specific reason. We got our own Explore bottles. Don't have to buy ours, go and grab any bottle. I still got a plastic one in the car. I keep it in the fridge because I like cold water. So I have it go cold and then I tip it into this and it stays cold for hours. So yeah, I'm not being a hypocrite here. I obviously still use the odd plastic bottle, but I've definitely cut down. So do yourself a favor, go grab a good water bottle from somewhere and try and cut down on your plastic. This single-use shit is everywhere. What do we got here? I don't even know what that is. I don't think it's Australian. Make sure you got a bin bag on the back of your car, and that way if you do find shit along the tracks, you can pick it up, chuck it in your bin, do your little bit of do your part. All right, well I think I am packed up now, so I'm just going to hit the road, get out of here. This place is so beautiful. The sun's out this morning. I couldn't help myself. I just had to go for a bit of a run, try and work off some of these Larrys, and quick swim. It's absolutely stunning out there. Righto, let's go. Let's get into it. Track, absolutely loved it, but would highly recommend heading out. So now I'm heading down to Tom Fisheries. It's not far off that track. I'm taking a left-hand turn, heading down to Tom Fisheries. It's probably about 25-30k. Won't take me too long if the road's as good as this. There's so many little tracks and beaches through here, I definitely won't be able to show you all of them. Anyway, a bit more of this red dirt. This is a beautiful road. Wow, it's very well maintained. Righto, just coming in now. A little bit of smoke around. I'd say there's fire somewhere. But this view as you're driving into Tom Fisheries is absolutely stunning. You got some beautiful sort of rock mountains on the right as you're coming in, and then just you can see bay after bay. Cracking day for it too. It's nice and calm offshore. Beautiful white beaches. Not the type of track I'd probably recommend bringing a trailer down. It is pretty rough and a few little sandy and off camber sections, but have a go at this. Beautiful little spot for lunch. Probably just gonna get the Jaffa line out and have another couple of toasties. I'll get stuck into that. Maybe a quick swim because it's actually heated up today. It's beautiful. Oh, it's fresh, but it's not freezing. That's good enough for me. Time for a feed, swim, maybe one cheeky beer with lunch, and we might go see if we can explore the other side. Tucked in here, red vision, inverter on, battery 100%. This battery sits at 100% all the time. It's absolutely epic. It'll sit here right now with the solar, And even though this thing pulls 100 amps, I think it pulls 100 amps, doesn't even matter. Oh, let's go, let's go. Hooked on these toasties. Lunch in paradise. Cheers. Well, there we go, that was Tom Fisheries. That's the little camp spot there. That little truck I wanted to find up on top of the headland, it's been covered over. They blocked the entry to it. They're obviously trying to stop people going in there, which is a little bit disappointing. I reckon it might actually link up with this other spot. This looks like a new track to me. I reckon they've just dozed this one in recently. And I reckon they've covered up some of the old tracks. There's definitely no turn off to that other spot, so that might be it for down here. Let's get out of here, see what else we can find. Alright, so I'm just cruising along this road. She's pretty bloody wild. I just thought I'd show you exactly what corrugations, bad corrugations, look like. For anyone who doesn't have any idea. I know some of our followers are obviously experienced four-wheel drivers and others aren't, but try and find the best spot to show you. But have a look at this. So these are what corrugations look like. Perfect big lumps. Now, that there is a 35-inch mud tyre, and it completely swallows the whole tyre. You can see them on the back here. There's not too much you can do other than cop it. You kind of have a sweet spot depending on the size of your tyres and the wheelbase of your car, but idea is to sort of get on top of them and skim over the top, because as you can see, if you go slow, a 35-inch tyre fits in every single one of these little holes, and it just shakes your car to shit. Trust me, there is nothing worse than corrugations. I hate the bastards. But I just thought I'd show you some of these corrugations as I'm cruising along. Ideally, you don't want to go over about 80 k's. If you can get up to 80, this stuff's just windy as shit, which means I can only go about 60 max. You actually lose control of your vehicle when you're on corrugations, because you're floating over the top. You got less grip with the surface of the road, obviously, so you do have to be very careful, and it takes a bit of getting used to. You see some people sitting there going about 30 kilometers an hour, just belting their car. It pays to just go that little bit quicker sometimes just to get up on top of them, but just be cautious. You do lose control. You don't have as much steering, I should say, so you gotta have a look at it. Very peaceful out here, nothing but birds and corrugations. Have a look at it. All right, enough of me whinging. That was just a little break. Time to get stuck back into it. This is the worst part now, trying to take off on corrugations. All right, just coming in this road into Thomas Creek, Thomas Station, whatever it's called, is absolutely beautiful. So we are actually in the Cape Arid National Park. Don't need to stop here after all. Head down, find camp, and we'll pay $11 for the one night when we get down there. Well, this is something different. We're on a river, good sized river too. I haven't seen a river for a while. So there's campgrounds down here. There is bucket loads of spots. No one's camped down here. I can't see anyone. We might go check out the beach, see what we can find down there. How beautiful is this? So I just went across the creek. The sun's just going down in the background. Absolutely on fire, that sunset once again. And all the beautiful reflections along this beach here, all the pinks along the shallow waters, pink in the sky. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. And the beach goes for absolutely miles as well, so we might jump in now and race down. It's beautifully hard sand, so we might see how far that goes. This will be nice with the sun out tomorrow. This is a beautiful little spot. It's not a bad little campsite, nice and flat. Get my own little picnic chairs here. So time to cook up a bit of tacos. Yep, I'm pretty out there with me cooking, but going to do some tacos for dinner. Mince beef tacos, and another early night. These big days are absolutely killing me, but that's all. See you in the morning. Lucky Bay, Cape Le Grand National Park. We'll have a quick walk around there. Looking forward to it. See you then. Let's go. Woke up this morning, got a little bit of that sunrise on the drone, but she wasn't too much chop. Still a beautiful little spot. Unfortunately, there's a bit of cloud cover around today, which is concerning, because we're going to head to Lucky Bay and Cape Le Grand, and that's the place where you need that magic sun. And to be honest, it's looking a bit shitty. It was a little bit windy, a little bit cold this morning, so I just did a quick pack up and thought I'd get on the road. Anyway, I've got a beautiful little drive to get there. It's about an hour. The road out of this place is magic, and then we're pretty much on the blacktop the rest of the way there, so let's go. I tell you what, even on a cloudy day, this place really is absolutely stunning. So all the camping is up to the right, specific campsites, and like I said, you got to book in advance. Cool thing is you can come down onto the beach, drive along the beach and set up here for the day, you know, put your awnings out, gazebos, and just kick back. So you got to camp up there, unfortunately, and come down. Now I haven't seen any kangaroos on this beach, but you do get kangaroos. That's why this beach is so famous. I think it is stunning. The watercolor and the white sand is what just makes this place nuts. How epic is this place? Look, I've just come back down from that little viewing platform up there. It was a touch windy. Lucky Bay to myself to finish off this little solo mission. Tell you what, the east side of Esperance is absolutely stunning. I hope you've enjoyed this ep, as we've taken you to some of the more remote places that this little southwest corner has to offer. What a place to finish it. Lucky Bay all to myself. I can't actually believe it. Normally this place is very crowded. Anyway guys, I'm gonna go make myself some brekkie, maybe have a coffee, kick back and just take in this absolutely epic little spot. I really do hope you've enjoyed this this episode. If you want to see more, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you've got any questions about the area. I'll make sure I answer as many as I can. Till next time, make sure you guys get out and enjoy the explore life. Thanks for watching. See you next time.